Hey everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so sorry for having been gone from the channel for so long. I had my thesis submission on the 24th of February and I just wanted to take some time off to make sure that it was perfect. I hope you guys understand. I'm currently on a coffee detox because I've been drinking way too much coffee last month at really odd hours of the night to stay awake and write my thesis. So we're gonna keep it healthy today with some peppermint tea. Anyway, now that I'm done with the submission, I am ready to plan for March 2021. The very first thing I do is plan in my personal planner. I use the Space and Beauty planner as my personal planner. I have done a detailed review of this planner as well as a planner setup video, and I will leave the links to it in the description box. Since I'm shooting this video at night, I will also color in the day in my mood tracker. I make it a point to do this every single night, no matter how busy I am. I at least open the planner and color in my mood because it's really cathartic. Even if I've had a bad day, once I color it in, I can sort of let go of that emotion, acknowledge that it was a bad day and just let it go so that I can start fresh the next day with a clean slate and I don't carry any residual feelings from the previous day. Also, I wanted to show you guys my wall of movies because it's starting to look really good. Before we move on to March, I like to fill in the reflection questions for the month of February and also like to fill in my monthly favorites. It just helps me capture the highs and lows of the month that I can learn from going into the new month and also look back on as memories. The very first thing I like to do when I'm planning for a new month is to block important dates in my monthly grid. So this includes birthdays, anniversaries, travel dates, any exams or important submissions, events, all of those things. And of course, I'm using stickers to do that. The sticker book that I'm using for this is the Pipsticks and Workman So Many Planner stickers. Highly recommend the sticker book if you're into planner stickers. I have a detailed review of the sticker book and I will leave it in the link in the description box. Once that's done, I'm just going to fill in some monthly to-dos, events, and the goal grid that comes with this planner. Next, we have the habit tracker. The habits that I'm tracking this month are to wake up by 8 am, taking my vitamins, skincare, wearing my retainers, reading, meditating, gratitude, hair wash, and not eating after 6 pm because that's when my window for intermittent fasting closes. I have also put the dates in the boxes with a pencil just so I can quickly know what day to mark. Then I'm going to fill in these two columns of habits to kill and habits to grow. I find these really helpful because they make me actually reflect on my bad habits and make a resolution to try and change them. My habits to kill are binge watching Netflix, ghosting my friends out of social anxiety. Sometimes I ignore their calls and messages and I feel super guilty about it, and the guilt makes me more anxious about apologizing to them later, so it's a whole vicious circle I want to break. Inertia to workout and carb cravings. In February, my intermittent fasting briefly went for a toss. I was drinking way too much coffee, so my sugar intake was really high. Basically, my body clock is screwed up, and with the added stress eating, I have cultivated some serious carb cravings that I need to reduce by going back to my healthy eating habits. The last three habits I want to kill are procrastination, sleeping late, and impulse purchases. Then, coming to the habits to grow, I want to minimize my possessions and declutter a lot of the things I own. Once I'm completely done with my studies, I am going to KonMari the hell out of everything I own. Maybe I'll even make a video about it. We'll see. Let me know if you guys would be down to see that. Keeping in line with the decluttering, I also want to spring clean my surroundings, get up early, live mindfully, drink adequate amounts of water, and move my body every day. That's pretty much it for my personal planner. Let's move on to my study planner now. You know the drill. I fill in the birthdays, monthly goals, and monthly to-dos in the dashboard of my Alicia Souza planner. The habits that I'm tracking in this planner are learning Japanese, learning how to drive, making content for YouTube, studying, and not using my phone after 10 pm. Next, since today is a Sunday, I'm also writing my to-do list for the coming week in these Alicia Souza printables. Honestly, I printed a bunch of these in color because they're cute, but for 10 bucks a print, this is getting really expensive. So when the stock of the sheets that I have already printed runs out, you'll probably see me writing in black and white versions of these. I have my thesis defense coming soon, so most of the stuff in here is study related, but I love that she has made a provision to divide the sheets into 4 parts. I've labeled them as study, personal, YouTube, and others. In personal, I write the most mundane, unimportant stuff like books I want to read that week or creating Spotify playlists just because it helps me get motivated and gives me the energy to get stuff done. Then, in the week at a glance sheet, I divide my overall to do list into specific days. It really helps me set realistic deadlines for myself because otherwise I would just make a long to do list of 100 things and then feel bad for only being able to do like 5 out of those. This also has stuff like washing my hair or grooming my nails, even small stuff like that so that I remember to do it. My planning would have usually ended here, but this month onwards I decided to start my bullet journaling again. Last 2 months were pretty busy, so I did not have the time to bullet journal, but I really missed doing it. I like using my bullet journal along with my planners because it gives me the flexibility and space to write whatever I want whenever I want. For example, I watched a lot of documentaries in February, and when I watch something or read something that I love or that really makes me think, I like to write about it to process my thoughts. Traditional planner doesn't really have enough space for me to write about all of this stuff in detail, so bullet journaling really helps. I have made the cover page really simple. I am not an artist, you guys. My drawing skills are extremely limited. So I've just drawn some leaves because, it's spring season and all that. Also, because I'm extremely lazy, I'm just going to use a green pastel highlighter to color it in. You clearly don't have to be a good artist to bullet journal. You can just keep it plain and simple and still have fun with it. On the next page, I'm going to write a bucket list of the books I want to read this month, movies and TV shows and documentaries that I want to watch this month, songs I listen to, and just stuff that I want to do like some DIY projects or recipes that I want to recreate or any gardening project that I want to take up. Stuff like that. Basically, I like writing bucket lists a lot. On the next 2 pages, I'm going to write my morning and night routine. I like to keep changing my routines every month or so. I currently use an app called Routinary to write down my routines, and I love that app, but there's just something about writing with a pen on a paper that technology just can't beat. It's a very personal thing, but I love writing down my routines on paper. It's really therapeutic to me. And then I have a daily weight log column because I actually put on weight last month because of stress and bad sleeping and eating habits. So I want to closely monitor my weight till it comes back to normal. Visually seeing the numbers helps me keep my cravings down and also motivates me to work out. I've also made like a mini mood board for the month behind the cover page because why not? The next few pages I'm just going to use for journaling like I mentioned to you guys earlier. I love writing about things that I learn from the content that I consume or things that I think about randomly, even write poems that just come to my mind out of the blue. A planner doesn't really give me the space or flexibility to do that, so a bullet journal is a really good idea. Now that we're done with the whole planning process, I like to unwind for the night by doing some tarot readings for the new month. After the tarot readings, I like to journal about them because, like I mentioned, writing helps me make sense of things. Before we call it a night, I wanted to give you guys some bonus content for being missing for so long. So here's a small tutorial on making your own aesthetic phone wallpaper. I've been seeing these kinds of phone wallpapers on Pinterest a lot, and I thought it would be fun to make one myself with a photo that I clicked from my phone just to make it more personalized. It's a photo of a coffee, ironically, because like I mentioned, I've been drinking a lot of coffee, and this photo really represents the spring season for me. I use the song You Need to Calm Down by Taylor Swift because it is my anthem right now. If you guys end up making your own phone wallpapers too, I would love to see them. And that's it for all my planning session for March 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more such videos. Drink a lot of water, take care of your skin, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.